So, the location is an otherwise uninhabited island in the middle of the Atlantic. There is only one thing really on this island. A military base that has been converted into a sort of research facility. The three of you have all been flown in. And you are ushered into a sort of main reception lobby room to start off with. As you all enter, you spot the others who enter through from different platforms. In total, there would seem to be 3 of you.
And who might you two be?
Name's Strider. Pleasure to meet you.
That's a fancy axe you have there.
Why, thank you. It'll do plenty of work once we get into some action.
Oh, fun.
Speaking of work, I guess I'm going to be helping you two.
Ah.
The name's Luna.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a name. You got some nice purple going on there.
Yes.
What about you, stranger?
Crocus. That's who I am.
Your conversation is suddenly interrupted by a older woman walking into the room. Well, it would seem that the candidates have arrived.
Yes, we have.
Well, in that case, come over here, she says, and kind of gestures with her walking cane towards a door, like a big double door in the back.
Oh, nice, I can't wait.
She leads you into a room that is very large and spacious.
Not too small?
So, you see, we've been monitoring soldiers and other personnel across the world. It would seem that you 3 are the ones with the highest aptitude found for. She pushes up her glasses, which already cover essentially half her face. Evocation.
I wouldn't expect any less.
Well. She looks at a tablet she pulls out of her pocket. Swipes some text on it. And then puts it back in her pocket and goes, "Well, the doctor will arrive soon and explain the more finer details."
Fair enough.
In the meantime, well, I suppose you could use it to get more acquainted to the weaponry we provided you. She points at the weapons of the three of you.
Nice.
Quite.
I've been waiting for this.
As she walks out, you all take some time to observe the weapons you were given during the flight. Strider. Since it's already been mentioned, you have been. It has been explained to you that this so-called axe you have is actually a double action weapon. As in, if you were to turn it around, the axe blade disappears upon you pushing the button at the base of the stock. And instead it's replaced with a telescopic sight.
Nice.
Next off is Luna. While it looks like a normal rocket launcher to begin with, you have noticed that the rear end of the rocket launcher actually has the capability to hold a shotgun cartridge. And it would seem that it's using the heat and the pressure built up from one side in order to enhance the other side.
Interesting.
And lastly, Crocus. You are slightly befuddled, but not concerned about the fact that they have essentially given you a solid metal baseball bat. However, it feels like it's very... It feels like it has some hidden potential in it that's lying dormant. It feels malleable, moldable. Almost. As you weigh it, a woman in her mid-30s wearing a lab coat walks in. I hope the arsenal provided is sufficient for you.
I'd say more than enough, mate.
Well, we have also taken the opportunity to deliver the remaining of your combat budget to your respective accounts.
Perfect.
Yeah.
However, we did deduct the pay of your weaponry out of that budget, of course. Furthermore, she then walks over to a circular panel in the floor. From it rises essentially, the panel rises up into a table essentially. And a screen appears on it. So, it would seem that you've all been informed of the general basics. What we have done is, we believe the three of you are capable already of becoming evokers. According to the guidance and aid of Mr. Highbury, we have been made to understand roughly the process, and with my scientific side of the perspective, we've managed to conjure a method that should be safe and repeatable. As such, for your sake, we have managed with the help of Mr. Highbury to capture 3 Reyes,
Ooh.
which have already been weakened sufficiently for you to bind them to a contract. So, who wants to go first?
Me.
Well, in that case, step forward.
I do quickly.
Well then, Theodore, could you come in with the first one? A wall panel opens up to reveal a large... Well, it's the size of a grizzly bear. But you can only describe this being as a more realistic teddy bear. And is wearing what seems to be a suit collar and a tie, as well as a pair of small pince-nez glasses. It essentially looks as if as if either itself or someone has tried to dress it up in a bear version of Theodore Roosevelt. The bear creature walks into the room, holding on its back a sort of box. It goes, here's the first one. He puts the box down and then walks back to prepare the next box. The woman goes over to the box and looks at Crocus. Well then, are you ready?
Always ready.
Well then. She pushes in a code on the side of the box. It opens up to reveal a very slender creature made of pure tenebrous matter. Essentially, its texture is as if you were looking at the night sky, yet it's in physical form. Its slender shape seemed to have some sort of protruding spikes on its back, 4 of them. Or maybe they are underdeveloped, the wings, you can't tell. It reaches out its weakened hand. You channel your thoughts into the being. And a voice resounds within you, Crocus.
Ooh.
So it would seem that you are the one.
Yes.
Well, if I must, then allow
Yes.
me to help you forge a path.
Let's go then.
Well then, allow me to become your tool. As such, the creature begins to enlighten, as if the night sky that you could see on it was converted into that of a sunny day, which then fills with more light. And I shall give you this and the password 1140. The creature begins to take the shape of a humanoid being. While this is taking place, the woman looks at the other two while Korokus is in this kind of trance-like state during the pact forming. Well, who of you would like to be next?
I waited quite long enough. I think I'll go next.
Well then, you step forward too. And the bear brings out the second box. She does the same process. And the creature that comes out is unlike the previous one. It seems to be quadrupedal. Quite large. Much larger than the other one. It seems to have a sort of spiked spine. It struggles with its balance as it moves towards you, reaching out its head as it bows down. And a voice resounds within you as well. It would seem that you're the one. Tell me, do you have the resolve to ride across the desert sands of scorching sun? To trailblaze across undiscovered territory? And to find the glimmering gold behind the horizon?
I'd say I'll do anything. Anything with that precious gold you speak of.
The creature begins to light up again as well, and you enter the same trance-like state. While you do, the woman has prepared a third box and looks over to you, Luna, and goes, "Well, only you left."
Indeed.
The same process occurs again. This time it's another quadrupedal animal. However, it's much smaller. It's not higher than like maybe half a meter off the ground. However, it's very slender. It has some sort of tail, and it's almost as if it has two tails. And with a relatively rounded face, as it walks up towards you and holds out one of its front legs. And a voice resounds for you as well. So, you will be mine. Well, would you call yourself enough of a believer? Let me ask you, what's your thought on fairy tales?
All stories have some truth in them.
Good answer. And suddenly, all three of you see an imagery in your mind. Crocus. You see what you can only describe as an echoing chamber with a hammer floating inside it. Strider, you feel what can only be described as the hazy viewpoint from the scorching deserts, creating a sort of mirage into a miniature sun. And Luna, you see complete darkness with a shining, grinning face. And then you feel a surge of power within you. I shall now make sure, has everyone gotten into the character sheets?
Not me.
No.
Do so, the password is 1140.
Okay.
Back.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Tell me if you've all managed.
Yep.
Yep.
Well then. First off then in order, Crocus. The slender creature before you takes the form of a very tiny being. It's about the size of your palm. It's a black-haired fairy with green dragonfly wings, wielding a modified blacksmith's hammer. And this is the creature you all see.
Ooh.
It goes, well, that will do. She swings the hammer over her very small shoulder and goes, my name's Tinker. And if you need anything forged or smithed, leave the metal working to me. She then kind of flies around you and taps your baseball bat with her hammer, converting it into a larger version of the hammer she wields.
How fun.
Next up, Strider, the creature in front of you, begins to take form. It seems horse-like. Suddenly, flames begin to spur out of its back and forming essentially a mane and tail of flames that then solidify into bright orange hair. And the light turns into a white body. Black armor appears on it, giving it an intimidating look. And finally, a blazing sun takes forms on its forehead and solidifies into a singular horn. Whoa. It shakes its head, making its mane fly through the wind. I shall be your steed. It bows before you and goes, Unico, version D.
What a mighty steed you are indeed.
And lastly, the grinning smile you saw takes shape on the creature. It begins to stand on its hind legs and its size grows to that of maybe a head shorter than Crocus, roughly. Its tails seem to regress as they instead seem to move to the head. And a singular of its eyes begin to glow bright pink.
Well then. The Cheshire Cat at your service.
She says as she gives a kind of V pose and then takes like a cat-like stance.
A lovely familiar.
Well, aren't familiar just a bit too familiar of a term?
Indeed.
The woman who has been watching the whole time goes, well, it would seem that it's a success. Well then. I suppose you have a good time to test out these new powers. You see just a bit south from here. There's an abandoned military vault. Last night an undersea earthquake struck. The vault and the personnel around reported that the insides and the buildings around and the premises were collapsed. However, that in itself wouldn't be too bad. But rather this morning, we would seem to have lost contact with the island. However, we have detected what seems to be a rare signal from down there. And as such, I think it only suitable that we send you there to investigate.
Sounds fun to me.
Well, you'll be able to restock on your way to the dropship. Furthermore, one little thing. You can come out now. A door opens from the way you came in, and a very small girl walks in. Greetings, she says as she bows politely. The woman who's been talking to you says, "This here is Zoe. She has a remarkably high aptitude as well. However, we have not deemed her ready yet for forming the pact. As there is some level of uncontrollability within her aptitude, which we haven't been able to track down what it is. However, we would like her to accompany you. Maybe observing you and your new powers will give some hint as to how to control her own.
I suppose
And
that's
this is the girl in question. So, I'm ready to move out when you three are, the girl says.
I was ready yesterday.
The woman remarked on her way out. As I said, don't forget that you can restock and stock up on any supplies you would need in the quarters on your way. So, before you head out, you all should have an amount of lux, which is the currency. You are free to shop now, essentially. If you go to add equipment and then display, you have equipment to choose from there. Most of it's weapons, but there's also ammunition, regenerative packs and grenades, and shield generators.
I don't seem to be able to click on that button, or doesn't happen anything.
Add equipment. If I do that, there you go.
There
Yes.
you go.
There, very much. Nice.
Huh?
Hmm.
I will recommend for the ones who use firearms potentially to stock up on ammunition, for example.
He's wondering that.
The shield generators.
Yes.
How do they work?
Essentially, you can only hold one at a time. However, they essentially give you the status they have. So for the ones that is available, it has 2 armor, which essentially means that you count as being in cover. Essentially,
Okay.
it essentially gives a -2 to enemy attacking you.
Okay. And the regenerative packs, how are the limit on those?
You can only use one item every turn for free. However, you can then spend AP if you want to use more. However, I will also say, and that is that limit-wise, there is no cap on how many grenades and regenerative packs you can carry.
Ah. And the grenades everyone can use.
Yes.
The clip, was that for no specific weapon?
That's ammunition for the type of weapon that it says on them.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hmm. Yes, and the grenades there. So that would be one.
One time, well, a grenade is essentially one usage of it. Yes.
Yes. And yeah, no limit on how many we could carry up. Yes.
No.
There was no limit on any of the clips, grenades, and regenerative packs, right?
No. The only limit is you can only have one shield generator. That's the only limit.
Okay.
I think I've used up most of what I got.
Yeah, I've used up almost all of it.
Just gonna get one more of these. There you go. Empty.
I have 6.
Should probably do like that instead, and then there you go. There you go.
Give us a second. Let me just press the button. There we go. Okay. So let me check. Right. Okay. Well then. After stocking up, you head out to the dropship and prepare for takeoff. You fly for not very long. I'm also going to do this because it's gonna be needed. That. Join that when you are available. If you want the sounds.
Ah, the stream?
Yes.
Okay.
So. You touch down on this island of, I don't know what it is. You make your way onwards across it until you reach an area of the island that seems to be more or less the seems to be the vault itself. You can see on just a bit further up. So she'll do. Let's see. I shall do reveal and reveal. So then this is what you see. So, I will point out that whenever a skill refers to an area and such, it's essentially these zones that you can see. So, however, just as much as you can see that this is indeed seems to have been hit by the aforementioned earthquake, it would also seem that it has indeed been affected by an attack of some sort. As you can see, multiple areas in a multitude of positions. And yes, I am using assets, which you will see soon. So then, there you go. And I say, let's begin. Before we begin combat, where do you want to summon your wardens? They can be summoned anywhere within your current area.
Right, so that's the lines.
Yes.
Also, for this place within these walls, is not like one specific area as well.
Essentially, this entire shape, like here, is one area, for example.
Yeah. Okay. So we're not in that one because yes. Yeah. Then. So walls are also walls.
Yes.
Mm.
However, for example, this wall here, which only points in the area but doesn't go across it, doesn't cut the area off, for example.
Makes sense.
And I will point out for this map in particular, anywhere where there is cogs or rocks, so for example, this area you're in right now, this area, and so on, they are rough terrain. And will cost double the movement.
Okay. So in this case, it's the double stamina cost.
Yes.
Okay.
Another feature also of this system is that every turn at the start of the round, I want you all to roll the initiative dice on your character sheets.
Oh. Interesting. Well, I mean, if we could put our partners anywhere in our area, did you say?
Yes.
So could put over here.
You could put over there, yes.
Let's do that.
Okay. All right. Where do the other two want to put theirs?
I think I had a similar idea, but I think I'm gonna go instead where we're at.
Okay.
I was going to have mine where we're at.
All right. Both of yours will be at locale more. Let me just. All right. Then I want you also roll your initiative dice.
Yes, and that was. Oh, in
In the character sheet, yes.
yeah.
1, 2, 4. So you get +1 this turn, you get +2 this turn, and you get +4 this turn. And some of the calculations in your character sheets, for example, how much movement per SP you have, is determined by how high you roll your initiative that turn. So then, furthermore, let's see. So all of you have a level of expertise. So at the top of the round, you have a 20% chance for each, I believe it is. Yes. So Crocus is guaranteed 1 extra, so you get up to 4. The other two of you, I want you to roll a d10.
Alright then.
You have the rolls in the bottom right.
Okay. Okay then.
Okay, none for you.
Okay.
5, so that means, let's see, so 10, 9. Let's see, your threshold is at it's 2 expertise, so that means that you have 10, 9, 8, 7. So 7 or above would give you expertise, but 5 is not. Okay. Further effects on the character sheet, that is worth to keep track of for you. First off, your ammo count is there. Secondly, resilience.
Yes.
While you have a resilience, you can activate it at any point, and it auto cleanses any like action preventing debuffs of you. Except unique ones, but any standard, essentially any major debuff can be cleansed by using 1 charge of resilience.
That's it.
However, you can only regain resilience by abilities, essentially. So unless you have abilities to regain your resilience, for example, you can't get it back for the rest of the battle, or for the rest of the session, in theory, even. And lastly, you have a resistance, which is below that. This is a percentile chance that you can just negate a major debuff on you.
Yes.
So out of 10, so for example, if you have, for example, 1 resistance, you would have a 10% chance to not get affected by a major non-unique debuff.
Hmm.
And for reference, I can point out that expertise scales with, or resistance scales off of expertise as well.
Ah. Let's see.
All right. So the turn order has been determined. Let me sort you out. If I do, see, can I do? No. Okay. So it's like this. I'm gonna just yeah, that will do. I don't know why it's in that order, but we'll just do it this way then. So first of them, Crocus, it is your turn.
Ah. So that wasn't based on the initiative then.
No, that's a different. That is just a random. The turn order is just a random d12.
Okay. I see. Yes. Let's see. Does the home run thing trigger now, or is that later?
So it triggers upon you entering an area. You haven't technically entered an area yet.
Yeah, so this just coming to this place didn't count as entering an area,
No.
which is very fair. Yes. Okay, so each area between then who?
Let's see. What do you mean?
Well, it says upon entering an area.
Between your original area and the new area.
Oh. Okay. So, would that, for example, trigger if I were to do an onslaught on the enemy here?
If you were to onslaught onto that enemy,
yeah,
it would trigger 1, 2, 3 procs of it.
Yeah.
However, let me just check. Let's see, you have to use see. If you have the movement to get there, though, is the question.
Yes.
So if you wanted to do an onslaught on there, you would have to go up the stairs. You would have to go for the shortest path possible. You would have to go there, there, and then you can, in theory, just jump onto it from there. So that's if you were to go for the bare minimum, let's say 5.5. It's more than 5, so it has to be 6. So you need 6 M to reach it.
Yeah, and I have 2 per SP.
Yes.
Well, that's completely good then.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Onslaught then.
All right.
So it requires 1 AP.
Yes, so take that off.
Yes. And 2 EP. And then it was 3 SP then?
Yes.
Yep. So then, yeah, the SP increase would be by 30%.
Indeed.
And
You get
So
3
2.
charges of home run.
Oh yeah, 3. Yes. And that.
Which I'll keep track of by doing this. Okay.
I see. Yeah.
Then carry out the attack itself.
Yes. So that's do it and
So for an attack, you want to roll a.
oh yes.
It's a melee attack.
Yes.
Yep, just roll a d6. And there's no penalty or accuracy or anything accorded for since it's a melee attack.
Yeah. But these
4. The enemy has no cover. So that is a hit. You're using a powered weapon.
yes.
So, therefore, base level damage you inflict is 12.
Right.
No crit. And there is an EP cost and a stamina cost of 2 and 3 that you have to track off.
Yeah.
If you haven't already.
2 SP and 3 EP.
Yes. Alright, so you carry out that attack, which is 12 damage. Which is... Gonna do so. Do you want to trigger any additional effects?
Yeah. And that was with the 1.3 extra, right?
1.3 extra. Let me just check.
From the onslaught.
Not. So that means that it's.
Is it rounded all the way down, or is it rounded to nearest?
That is gonna round to like that. Then.
Okay. So then let's see. Let's see which one. Okay, that one, that one. Smith style drift, then I think. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go for the drift.
Yes.
Alright, spend 1 EP and roll a d4.
This one EP spent and D4.
Well, it's only 1 extra damage. However, that is enough damage.
I was.
So as you hit with your hammer, you essentially utilize a bit more of the power of your warden to transform the hammerhead into a drift, which then upon impact causes a sonic shock in the target, increasing the damage further.
Oh, this is so much fun.
Right, what else do you want to do?
Right. Yes. Yes. Let's look at the system again.
You can also move your warden, of course, just pointing that out.
Yes, and
Your warden shares your movement, essentially.
okay, yes, that's my movement. Okay. Good.
It has the same movement modifier as you do.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. What? See here. Mm-hmm. Melee attack with norm. So the limit on my attacking is that I have the cost in.
Yes, EP and SP cost, as well as, of course, you need to be in melee range, which means you might need to enter the field of field of fire from a ranged attacker.
Yes. And. Mm, mm, so the stamina, is that only increased actively, or does it?
Stamina restores by one. Stamina and EP both restores by 1/4 of their max value at the start of each round.
1/4 max at start of turn. Okay.
Yes. However, if you have an aptitude levels, your EP restores more
Okay.
percentage per round.
Ah, yeah. And the action points never carry over. They don't carry over, but well, they start at
No.
2.
They
then-
start at 3 and then can go higher if needed. However, you can convert AP into stamina, of course, if needed.
Yes, I can do that, but not into EP.
No.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Restoring EP is primarily those who have essentially caster type playstyles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So. And right. Yes. So. Oh yeah. I could use bases to trigger those skills without the EP cost. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Oh.
Also, because you killed it, it doesn't matter now, but don't forget you have youthful enthusiasm upon entering the area of an enemy.
All right. Oh yeah. I do that. So if I would move up to that enemy with both of us, that
So the enemy has a... See, it has range down to exactly here.
okay. That one has, yeah.
So if you enter that range, you will trigger an attack of opportunity from it.
Mm-hmm. So if I were to sort of try to avoid that and get to... Oh no, well that one will be in Atmos
Yeah.
range, yes, of course.
It goes to there.
Mm-hmm.
I can point out the only ones that have ranged attacks are the small insectoids and the large bear-like creature.
Okay, yeah.
The hounds don't have attacks of opportunity because they are melee only.
Mm-hmm. I think she would still want to, but because it's a new one, she would probably head for the insects. Actually,
All right.
just to see what it does.
Okay. Who do you move first?
Myself.
All right. So move up to here then, roughly. And that will be 4 SP or 4 movement worth, so that's 2 SP to move up to there. Because you are not using onslaught and it's rough terrain.
Yeah. 2 SP deducted.
And then you can move up to there. And then it's gonna roll an attack against you. It misses. You're free to continue moving.
You can't hit me. Okay. So how much would it take to reach all the way over to it?
So you need 1 movement through rough terrain to get out of the area. So that's 2 SP there, and then you can get to here, which should still be within your melee range.
Yeah.
So 2 and 2 then, so 4 to get up to melee range with it.
Yeah. And you're counting that I have 2 movement per SP, right?
Right, and it would be actually just, let's see, then it would be just 2 then.
Okay. Was that calculated when I moved through the rough terrain earlier? Or like just now?
I calculated rough terrain for this movement, yes, which was essentially as a 1-tile movement, but because you got pinned, it got interrupted. Or not pinned, but you got attack of opportunity, which interrupts the action.
Yeah. So, so then, yeah, it was right that I paid 2 last time as well.
Yes, because you're essentially your movement got interrupted by you having to dodge, essentially.
Yep. So then it was 2 to reach it.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And you then get up to. Let's see if I can point out. Yeah, there roughly the join between the tiles there.
Yes.
And because your melee range is 2M, which is well within range for that.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, like just for reference, like because you have a power weapon, your range is essentially this far.
So
that's another home run point, so you're up to 4.
Yes, and also the useful enthusiasm then, I suppose.
Yes.
Uh,
If it doesn't die, of course, upon already, so.
Yeah. But I can as well roll the 6 what I got.
6
Nice.
plus, let's see, 1.
Okay. So I did still have more SP on it. Oh, cool. And
So yes, it is provoked for 1 round.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, then I suppose it's just a normal attack with 2 SP and 3 EP. Yes.
Right.
Okay. And roll, that was a D6.
6 for attacking, yes. 5, and then no cover or anything, so that is fine. You land the hit, and 12 damage is very much enough to just pulverize it. Do you want to use any more, or do you want to conserve your resources.
Right, there's not really anything else in the target area, and the other ones were for that thing itself. So I'll just, I'll spend VP to restore SP at least.
Okay.
Just keep going on a murder spree. You're doing great.
All right. SP has been restored.
Yeah.
All right. Any more, or do you want to conserve your EP then?
Yeah, I want to conserve, but I suppose I can, if the action points are enough to restore some more SP once I've moved into, say, this target's area.
You can do so, yes. Yes. Which would also provoke it, potentially.
Yes, exactly. That's my thinking.
All right. So, moving into there is gonna be 2, so 1 SP only.
Yeah. And, well, then I want to use AP also to restore it. So.
All right. So 1 SP to move there, and then you can trigger your full enthusiasm. 3 plus 8. So yes, that is indeed very much a success.
Yeah.
All right then.
Or I guess, well,
That one is provoked.
my
Your EP is getting very low though, so.
Yes, I guess. Yeah, I'm not thinking of using any EP. I was just thinking maybe I should move my warden. Like,
I will point out this because it might be relevant, and that is that you do need your warden in the same area, or at least either within the same area or within your melee range, to trigger Sledge, Tongs, and Drift, because those are warden skills.
yeah. I was thinking of...
and also, Sparkling Fairy Dust is from the warden, not from you.
Yeah. I figured. So... instead of using the AP to restore when I only had used 1 SP,
Yeah.
I want to use that after my warden has moved up.
All right. Where do you want to move the warden?
I mean, why not next to me?
In the same area or next to it?
In the same area.
All right. So that's a movement of... First of all, let's see. So first through rough terrain 3, which will be, since the area ends, it will be essentially 5 movements worth. 5 movements worth plus, so 5 plus 1, so 6 movements worth, which means 3 SP for that.
Yeah. And then I'll use AP to restore.
All right. Okay. Next in the turn order then is Luna.
Oh boy. Can say for the passive skill Storyteller's Journey, is that
that is that's passively, so that triggers like all the time as long as you have that amount of essentially. So yes, you do have the tier 8 version because you have more than 8 EP right now.
fun?
I will also point out the two of you who have firearms, they start unloaded, so you would need to load if you want to use them. And I can also point out one more thing, and that is that you could, of course, try to climb stuff like on the map, like for example these boxes and stuff, if you want elevation. Also, though, on this map at least, where there is tree like wood floor, like for example up here, is elevated as well.
Okay.
And any walls of this type in particular are half height, so they count as half cover. Okay, they give +2 to your defense if you're hiding behind them.
I'm thinking I have. I was gonna move over. I don't know how you.
Where do you want to move?
I was gonna go into the gear area where that one, where the first beast that
So, like,
Crocus,
up
yeah.
to here somewhere?
On the other side. I was gonna go through the building.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
If you need to mark an area, you can just hold the left click.
Yeah.
Just to...
Roughly where do you want to go?
Okay,
Just
yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 6.
Yeah.
So that means since you have a movement per SP of 2, that means 3 SP to stand, to walk over to there. Unless you want to sprint, of course.
I think I also have double move from
Indeed.
storytellers. So
Indeed. So that would be essentially then just a 3, which is then rounded down to 1.5, but you can only do half the movement. So that means that you it will only be 2 SP essentially to get all the way over to there. Actually, wait a second. You have storytellers. Yes, you're right. That means that you can just go 5. You don't need to care about the stairs, so that means essentially that's within the 5 instead of the 6. So that means that you have 5 halved again. Only 1 SP to get all the way over to there.
that works. I was
Right.
gonna bring my warden with me.
Okay. So you move first of yourself over to here for 1 SP. And then the warden as well. Of course, the warden does not have that benefit, so it will need to go the boring way. of using the stairs. So this is 6, so 3 SP for that.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. And I was gonna see about what's the range? 8. I was gonna see about gonna shoot off Hatter's confusion at the one here.
Which one did you point at?
Insectoid. The
that
insectoid
one, yes.
in the middle there. Yes.
Alright, let's see, that's Hatter's Confusion. That comes from EU.
Yeah.
Let me check. That is essentially 6. That works. Okay. So then, Hatter's Confusion. Spend 3 AP then. And then so half the damage, and it will fill that area. Okay.
And adjacent areas.
Exactly. So
Nice.
then roll the attack.
Is accuracy?
D6, no bonuses.
Okay.
Two. Okay, you will miss your initial target, but because of it being an AoE, it will still affect at least the target area, but it won't affect the adjacent areas because you miss the target.
Okay.
However, this area is now filled with a strange gas.
Can I disturb you one moment?
Okay.
So this insectoid is then inflicted with exhaustion, burning, and blinding. Which means that it can't do attacks of opportunity because it's blinded. Okay, anything else or leading into that?
I'll probably leave it at that. Used all my AP.
Alright, I will point out, because you used your rocket launcher half of your weapon, shotgun reloading only has no cost the next time if you want to use that.
I know, sure, let's load the shotgun.
Alright, so that is... so that is the shotgun loading cost, which... do you want to load it with spread or power?
Let's load with spread.
Alright, in that case, consume 12 spread bullets. Essentially, just reduce it from 60 down to 48.
Where's that?
In your inventory, you have the clip you bought with spread ammo.
Okay.
If you click on it, you see that it has 60 out of 60 right now.
Okay,
Reduce
yeah.
that to 48 out of 60.
Alright.
Alright. In that case, next off in line is Strider.
Yep. Okay.
1x3.
You had the most time to read your skills. Let's see what the mouse.
Yes. I think. I was gonna see about reaching somewhere around this top right here.
Okay. That would be 4 movement,
Okay.
which means
let's see.
a SP cost of 2 per each, so 2 SP to get there.
Okay, then I'll just do that. 2 SP. And then I'll probably have my warden go. Probably just hide over here for now.
Okay, so that would be 3 technically. So 3, so that means pace of 2. It would need to be. However, the mount, of course, it has double movement, so that means that it's only 1 SP for it to move over to there. Yes.
So only one is.
Yes, because it has double movement.
Okay, do I take it off myself or?
Yes, because you share SP.
Alright then. In that case, then from here, let me just figure it out.
Yes, you are now also in cover if you crouch, but only if you crouch. If you're not crouching, you're not in cover.
Okay. Let's see. If I do crouch, will that affect my attack or?
No, but it will. So if you're crouching, first of all, you can use partial cover even while moving, but moving while crouched, of course, has double the movement cost.
Okay.
Let's see. However, if you're crouching, I believe you have certain skills that only work while you're crouching or get bonus from crouching.
Okay.
Yes, so if you want to crouch, you can choose to trigger hunker down or not. You have to trigger it upon crouching, though.
Let me see. Yes, I think I'll just use that, and I'll use the hunker down.
Okay.
And crouch.
Okay, so you get hunker down and crouch down.
So that costs 2 EP.
Yes.
Okay, let's consume that. I'm thinking. Oh yeah, I gotta also reload. So I'll just load up the bullets, I guess.
Yes. So 4 sniper bullets, I believe it's per reload.
Yes.
All right. Load it up.
Okay.
PS ammo.
Yeah. So did I just discard one immediately?
Yes,
One
you can
clip.
just discard an entire clip essentially.
I don't.
Actually, no, it's only 4, so you only need to discard 4. of it.
Okay. Yeah,
can
I'll
have
just
one
take
back.
away 4 of them. There you go.
Yes. You have 3 folded reloads per clip essentially.
Am I done?
All right.
Now I'm thinking.
You have 4 shots this turn essentially then.
I'm debating about using the dead end ability. I'm just not sure.
That paint.
Shit. Yeah, I'll just use normal shots then. Can I target multiple enemies or is it just a single?
You can only target 1 per attack, but you can attack as long as you have ammo, and they are within range, of course. Which for you is, I believe it's 16 on the sniper. So yeah, you have essentially full massive range. Like you reach, yeah, you should be able to reach essentially almost across the entire map.
Alright then.
Essentially, the only thing that can stop you is line of sight by full cover. So, for example, these are full cover.
Okay.
So you can shoot through those. You can also not shoot through this thing over here, and these are also full cover, but of course you can shoot between them.
Okay, so the only targets I really have are
I mean, you
the
have
current two creatures are targeted.
you have
Oh,
that
yeah,
one,
sorry.
that one. You can shoot between like that, and then you have that one. So all 4 visible enemies are within your line of sight, except this one.
Okay, then I'll see about targeting the bear way in the back.
Okay.
Alright. And I'll just use regular shots. Just debating. If I were to use the dead end ability, would I have to wait until all the other the hostiles have done their move, or
Yes, you wait until the enemies have done their turn.
okay? Well, I'll just start shooting then.
All right.
Which let me see. Which roll should I make?
It's a D6 for normal attacks.
Okay then. Oh, the D6.
That is a crit. Which means you get a crit modifier of the sniper.
Mm-hmm.
So you deal 16 times 4 damage.
Okay. Like 64 damage. Oh, okay. Do I keep shooting or do I just? Because I don't know how much health that thing has. So I'm just like, I don't know if I killed it already.
So you do indeed headshot it.
Nice.
And you're free to continue.
Okay, so
However, of course, just pointing out, you can't do attacks of opportunity if you're out of bullets, so keep that in mind.
oh, so I can't wait. I can't or I can.
You can't, because you have to have bullets to shoot for the attack.
Oh,
of
okay,
opportunity.
okay.
So, in theory, you can take them all out, but then you don't have anything for attacks of opportunity for if there's a second wave.
I mean, I can give it a try. Let's see. So I can just do I keep shooting or
You can keep shooting as long as you have ammo, yes. So you have
Okay,
3
then
more
I'll-
shots, essentially.
I'll target the one in between the shelves over here.
Alright.
Okay, so I'll just roll again. Let's see.
That is just about not a crit. However, it is just about enough to kill these ones anyway.
Alright. I'll target the next one over here.
Okay.
Let's see. Another D6. Yep.
That is another hit. And you're now down to only 1 bullet left.
Alright, I'll see about hitting the last one that I can target. Just rolling. Last one.
3, that is just a hit. And this one has less HP, so you take that one out as well.
Woo! No,
And that's all your ammo.
Alright. I don't think there's much else I can do right now, so I'll just end my turn, I guess.
Alright. In that case, we go to the enemy initiative turn. So, the enemy that is left is gonna move over to here. Furthermore, Yes, do this, this, this. More enemies appear. Like so. And no one is near them. And this one, of course, though, gets inflicted by all the debuffs, and then the smoke cloud clears out. And the debuffs last for 2 more turns on it. And then it's back to Crocus.
Yes. Okay. Welcome to the party.
So it starts on top of the round. Everyone gets a fourth of their EP and NSP back, first off.
Right. 1, 2, 3.
Reroll your initiatives. So you get up to 5 this turn.
Oh.
1 for you, and 2 for you. Then, so you get a guaranteed, and the 2 of you who don't have max expertise get to roll your d10 to see if you get expertise or not. No expertise for you. And none for you. Okay. Well then, it's Crocus's turn.
By the way,
Yes.
is there supposed to be music or not?
Not yet, no, because I didn't have time to prep like generic music.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
very fair. I was just wondering if it was.
No, I have character themes, but I don't have generic.
Yeah. That's very fair. Okay, right. So, like, is this like a wall or is that?
That's a broken wall, but you can pass through there.
I can pass.
Yes.
Okay.
It's only essentially up to your waistline in height.
Yeah. That's fine.
I will also point out that the bear creatures, as mentioned, they also have attacks of opportunity of a range of 4.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Do I lose my face now or?
No, let's see, what is it says? No, your bases stick with you until you consume them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, nice.
So either if you choose to trigger your bases, consume them for the evasion or consume them for the attacks, essentially. They stay with you until then.
Yes. So. Really, what? So if 4 bases are consumed this way, does that refer to using them for the skills?
Yes.
And that must be cumulative because I can only do it once per turn. Per round, I mean. Or
No, so you can only do it once per turn, but you can consume as many as you want in that instance.
oh, in that instance, okay. Yeah, so if I use all the yes, but I guess if I enter this area, I will get one more, right?
Yes.
So I might as well, or like, how long is the range to inflict -1 to enemy hit rate?
You mean with the evasion? That is on you. That is not a range. That is like it essentially makes you more evasive.
Yeah, but once per round may consume base to trigger
Yes.
and inflict. Okay.
That is like upon you being attacked, you can consume it to do that.
Upon being attacked.
Yeah, and as said, similar to the damage, you can consume up to 4 in one go.
Yes. Right. So there's not really any way for me to just use right now.
You can't really consume them up without an enemy, no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll just move into this area then.
So upon doing so, so you moved essentially 1 unit, which triggers attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't think... No, that one's not. So it's only these 2 that get to do it.
And that's also 1 SP because I can't use less than that.
Yes, exactly. So I'm going to roll 2 attacks towards you then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So their accuracy and your evasion is 1 plus 4. So you have 5 evasion right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that they do not get an attack bonus, but you also don't get a bonus. So d6 first off. 4, and then the other one is 1. Okay. The one closest to you does miss. However, the second one hits, making you pinned, so you can't move anymore this turn.
Yeah, but could I consume a base to make it a miss?
You could. It would require, let's see, it would require 3 bases to make it a miss.
Okay.
Because it was a 5 and it needs to get reduced down to a 2.
I see. Was it? Yeah, 5 because they got some bonus to it. Because the roll was a 4, right?
Oh, yeah, then only 2, yes.
Okay.
I read wrong.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? I consume 2.
Alright, down to 2 then.
And then I roll the DC to see if I provoke then.
Yes.
Do I
For each
roll?
of them. You roll for each of them. So
Yeah.
separate. 5 for the closest. And for the further. 2. The closest is provoked, the further one is not.
Yeah. Even with the adding more.
Yes, because you get a bonus currently off. You get a bonus currently off. Let's see there. Yes, correctly. Yes, you get a bonus of plus 3 right now because they have 12 SP.
Yep. I see. Yeah, so the closest is provoked. What did that mean again?
It essentially means they can only normal attack you and nothing else. They essentially, on their turn, they will move towards you and do nothing else except trying to attack. However, they do have increased damage, But they also take. They are also much more vulnerable to attacks of opportunity.
Yeah. So. Right. So if someone of the others were to.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they had any more bullets.
Aren't ranged enough.
One has a shotgun and no range. The other has range but no bullets.
At least I'm trying.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
For reference, pinned is a minor debuff that is non-unique, so technically resilience can work on it, because resilience can also work on suppression, which is the more advanced version.
Okay.
So you can cleanse it if you want to use up your resilience, but then you have used your resilience.
Yeah. But
But it's
right
also
now.
but it's also not a major debuff, which means that you don't get resistance percentage on it.
Right now I don't have it because I wasn't hit because I used the.
Yes, fair.
Yeah. But if that would happen later, then yeah, exactly. Suppose I might as well just. So, just a sec. What exhausted?
Exhausted prevents the enemy from regenerating SP.
Okay. Airborne.
Airborne knocks them into the air, which means that they are, of course, airborne, which means that they can't move. And they will, if they don't land properly, of course, they will take fall damage. And while they're in the air, they are, of course, not in cover of any sort and will be more susceptible to attacks.
Yeah. And distracting.
Distracting essentially makes the enemy unable to do attacks of opportunity. It's similar to blinded, but instead of preventing ranged attacks only, it prevents attacks of opportunity. So it's essentially a slightly less version of blinded, but it travels through sound, so it can go through objects. Your attack, of course, doesn't really have a range to it because it's on hit. But for example, if you were to hit this one with it, it would travel through the wall to hit this one, even if it has cover or anything, or if there was a full wall between.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's sound based instead of light based, which requires line of sight. So they are they're similar, blinded and distracted.
Okay. Yeah. But let's see. So. Yeah, and if knocked back something into a wall, that would take damage, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. I think. Like, I mean, this one.
Yes.
Is that within the line of sight of our sniper?
Let's see. So that one is, That one is as well.
Yeah, okay.
This one is just about not. And but these two are of course not as well.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I was thinking that none of these two in my area really needs to be airborne for him to hit them.
Yeah.
I could see about moving a little bit on my turn.
Well, I first there's that as well. But mm,
Also, you do get one base from entering the new area since the attack of opportunity occurred as you enter the area, which means that after it you enter the area, complete the movement.
okay. Yeah, so I get up to 3. Nice. Yeah. I think I'll do it. Move. I kind of want to move both myself and my warden over to further one.
Okay.
How much would that cost then?
So for you, first off,
Yes.
that is 3. Roughly, where do you want to end up?
I suppose if I stand like there, I could reach both of those two.
Double check so that I'm going from the middle of you. Yeah, that is more than 3.5, so that would be a 4 movement to get there. So 2 SP, yes.
Yeah.
And as for the warden, it would be 2 and then 5, which would be reduce, essentially count as 6. So 3 for the warden, 2 for you.
Yeah. Does the warden get attacked when they enter the area?
The warden also gets attacks of opportunity on them, yes.
Yeah. But only from one of the bears because one was provoked by me?
Yes. That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I spent the SP.
Alright, so you move over to here first, which means that you trigger an attack of opportunity from this one, which now gets line of sight of you.
Of course. Yes.
So it misses. And then your warden, which will first off move over to up here as well, and get 1 attack of opportunity on them. And they have 2 innate defense, so 5 minus 2, so this is 3. So they do get pinned there.
Ah.
So if you did the SP movement for that one, it will only be 1 instead of 3. So you get 2 back if you took the cost already.
Yeah, I did.
There you go.
But in my area at least, so that's all I really need.
Correct.
So for the shield generator,
Yes.
like active as long as I have it, or do I have to activate it, or?
Essentially, if you want to use it, you say so upon rolling, like upon me determining if an attack hits or not, and if you do so, it is then consumed.
Okay. Yeah.
Like 1 charge of it is consumed, but this one only has 1 charge, so it's immediately consumed.
Right. I see. Let's then the one in my area,
All right.
which is the D6.
Okay. 2, they are not in cover. You get no bonuses, so that will, by itself, that will be a miss. All right.
Yeah.
In that case, it is Lunas now.
Yeah. Spend action points so that I get up to full SP.
So the thing is, you missed, which means that your turn ends immediately.
Okay, yeah. You're right.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the risk of having multiple attacks, essentially.
Okay. Yeah.
The only weapon that can miss without ending its turn is the machine gun, which they only need 1 hit and they can still continue.
All right.
Alright. I was going to see about using. So does the warden? I assuming I was gonna look to see about using cognitive invulnerability.
Yes, that comes from the warden, yes.
Yes. Can I cast that on Crocus from here? Or would I need to be near them?
The range for your warden is, let's see. They are within range, but they are not within line of sight to you. The warden needs to move to have line of sight for that.
Okay.
What will you do?
Eating. I was gonna say for my warden to have line of sight, I'd have to have him like over here or up here.
This is a half wall, so you can have line of sight over this wall.
Okay. See. Then do I have to be with the warden for casting, or?
Yes, the warden is the one who has to have line of sight.
I was saying, does my character and the warden have to be in the same zone?
No, they do not need to do that because you have a warden class, which means that they can do like their actions are independent.
All right. Then I'll see about moving my warden up here to get line of sight.
All right, where exactly do you want to end up?
Probably about over here.
Point it out. Hold down left click. All right, there. Okay, so that would be 2 and then 2. So that would be 3 SP to move up to there.
All right.
That one is not. There ends. Okay, so yeah, it does get an attack of opportunity against it though by the first. Actually, no, that one's provoked. It won't do an attack of opportunity. Correct. There we go.
Nice.
All right. Then what are you going to do then? Now that the warden is in position.
Now that the warden's in position, I'll do cognitive invulnerability.
Okay, so
Crocus.
the warden begins to make a kind of strange movement, similar to as if it was acting like a scarecrow, and then casts a spell. Crocus. You get affected by this spell. Dark magic begins to envelop around you.
Oh, this looks nice.
However, from what you can tell, it's meant to corrupt enemy attacks, converting enemy attacks with weaponry into energy for you to use. And this lasts for 1 round.
Yes. Exciting.
Right. So that is a cost of 3 AP and 4 EP.
Or EP, yep.
And all your AP. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want to do anything else, or is that it?
Gonna see about moving down by the boxes here. Try and get awesome shotgun.
Okay.
Try
Exactly
to
where do you
attack.
want
I
to
don't know
stand?
if that's
Where exactly? Do you want to stand or walk to?
the boxes would block line of sight.
But where? Can you give me a pointer of exactly where you want to stand?
I was looking down here. Yeah.
So shortest movement to there would be actually probably up through here. So
Yeah,
One.
I still have flight, I believe.
yes, that is fair. In that case, you're actually probably better off just going straight. So to get there would be 5. So that is 3 SP.
Alright. And double move, so I think that's
Yes, so that's only
2 then.
2 then. Yes.
Yep. Alright, we'll do that.
Right. Okay.
FP.
Now then, you have moved. What do you want to do next?
If I'm in range, I'll fire.
Your shotgun has a range of 2, so yes, you're in
Meters,
range
yep.
you're in range of both of them if you want to choose one. This one has cover, of course, the bear, whereas the insectoid does not.
I'll fire at the insectoid.
All right, give me an attack.
Um,
And that is a hit. So the damage of a shotgun. Yeah, well, birdshot is meant to take out flying creatures.
Yep.
All right, there you go. That's your ammo gone. Anything else, or are you stopping there? You have a total of 10 EP and 1 SP, no AP and no ammo.
Yeah,
I'll be right
I think
back.
all my stuff needs AP, so
Hmm?
pretty much most of my stuff needs AP.
Yep. All right.
Almost mine does.
Could still fire at the bear.
You don't have any ammo left, though.
I don't have any ammo. Alright.
Yes. You essentially need to reload after every shotgun shot.
Ah, okay.
You could use stock blast, but that costs an AP.
Yeah. Alright.
All right. In
All
that
right.
case, it's Strider once he's back.
Zipping around.
I can point out that all 3 of your characters are based on different things, and the theme musics are very much from those source materials. If it wasn't already obvious.
I think that my character is just riding the shotgun rocket launcher as a broomstick as I fly around.
So yeah, while we wait, I can disclose that yes, your character skills and design are very much based on the combination of Alice in Wonderland and Wicked from the Wizard of Oz.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that, like, I have guaranteed 4 AP, but almost nothing that uses it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is, it's primarily for you, it's to always have onslaught and the SP refill if you need it. And of course, interacting, for example, you can use essentially like help someone who needs help to like recover from stuff, etc.
And that's what I could do as well, right?
Yes. As well as if you want to use multiple items in one turn, of course, as well.
Oh,
Stuff.
yeah. Also, yeah. Right, the items, yes.
I'm back.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, it's your action, Strider.
Alright then. Was thinking.
care one.
Oh, good. Okay, first off, definitely have to. Okay, I'll see about moving first. I'll probably see if I can get my warden to reach right over here with the 2 other bears up there.
To be honest, I mean, we kind of want them to attack me now, don't we?
Oh, okay then.
Yeah. Kirkus gets EP when.
In that case, I'll.
I will point out that you kind of want the warden to be in the same area as your attack targets because of I think it's Desert Desperado. Yes, Desert Desperado.
Yeah, that was the one I was thinking of doing. That's
Ooh.
in that case.
And of course, if you want to move around, you have Ride the Sands.
Right. of sense.
And for
Yeah,
reference,
that-
Ride the Sands lasts until you are either suppressed or otherwise action compromised or dismount.
Right then. Will it affect my accuracy and range?
You can't crouch while you're riding, of course, but otherwise, no.
Okay.
However, it does remove the, as you can see, it removes the cost for your warden skills there, at least part of it.
Ah.
Which means that you can spam out those at will, etc.
In that case, I'll use the Ride the Sands.
Alright. You do need to be in the same area as your warden.
Okay, then I'll see about reaching my warden first. Or could my warden just reach my area, or?
I mean, as long as you're did like this, essentially, it will work. So your warden can move 1 SP worth of movement, and then you can jump on from there.
Alright, then I'll just have the warden move closer to me, and I'll just hop it on.
Alright, you are now mounted.
Alright.
And while technically we are not using this for anything, I'm just for the sake of nostalgia, gonna do.
Yes. Cue the trumpets. I will see about because it doesn't. Let me see. What was it?
And because
Yeah, I
you
can
are
ignore.
now mounted up.
I have double movement and I can ignore rough terrain, which means I could move through this area right here, right?
So where do you want to move, DJ?
I was thinking about moving right over here, I think. But I can move through that. Oh wait, maybe it's a little bit dark. Then maybe let's see if I can make it a little bit brighter. Maybe there.
Ah, over there. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, you would be able to move to there with double movement, ignoring rough terrain. That's 5, which reduced down to essentially a 3, and then down to 2.
Yeah. So I want to figure out a way so I could at least target the 3 on the left, like at perfect angle to hit these 3 at least. Let's see.
Yes. Why is this not wanting to play properly?
Thinking since we're
There we go. Okay. So you ride over there. What do you do now?
Am I still? Can I crouch? on...
You can't crouch while riding. You're still
Okay.
in sniper mode. You can of course change mode on your weapon at will.
Ooh.
Once per round as a trigger. Scorching Sands.
Thinking I'll probably reload first.
Okay. Take 4 bullets.
Yep. Taking 4 of my bullets. There we go.
Alright. What next?
Just figuring out
I'm gonna be right back.
I suppose so. That one will probably be able to reach me as well. So
Yeah, I was thinking about taking them out with the snipers. So
Well, I mean, we don't want to take out the ones that can attack me. Right?
hmm.
I mean, since I will get EP from them attacking me.
Okay, then I'll see about targeting at least that one here and
Yes.
that one here.
Yeah.
Right then. I'll see about firing first at the one furthest away, right here.
Okay, so you're staying in sniper then.
Yep.
Okay, no scorching sand proc. Alright. You made the attack.
Alright. There we go.
2, and your accuracy is 2. That is, I don't know. And they don't get any bonus to derivation. So that is a fail. You miss.
Alright. I'll just shoot it again.
Your turn is over when you miss.
Oh, okay. So okay. Okay then.
Alright.
Right.
And you're alright then. Enemy round. So first of this one is provoke, so it's gonna move over to here and attack.
Yes.
It hits, which is corrupted, which instead gives you 1 EP back.
Oh.
Then the next one will try to attack. That one misses. And the third one will move up to here and try to attack. And that is another hit. So get another EP back. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's and then yes. And this one will move up to here and attack. That is another hit.
Yes.
And lastly, this one will go. So that's within its movement range and attack. It is a hit. And these one have that. So let's see. You are hit for 8 damage unless you have a way to negate it.
I do have a shield generator.
That will not be enough to reduce.
Not be enough? Okay.
Because they have a 5 and. Well, actually, they do have a 3, so you can negate that if you want with a shield generator, but that will consume your shield generator.
And resilience won't do anything with damage.
Not against the damage, no.
Okay. I'll use the shield generator.
Alright. Consume the shield generator. And in exchange, you don't take damage.
Nice.
Okay, that's the enemy initiative. Next turn. New round, reroll your initiatives. And restore a 4th of your stats.
Yes.
Someone really does not have high initiative.
Clearly.
I mean, what do you expect? Let's
All right.
just roll the d10 for that, or
Oh yeah. Those two do that.
Yes. Roll your d10s. You actually get the extra AP.
yes.
And Luna, roll the d10 as well. You also get the extra AP. Alright. Now then, it is start of the round, so Crocus.
Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. So the dark energy is gone, I presume?
Yes.
Right.
For now.
Yeah.
I will also point out, since it's a bit hard to figure out, Anvil and Bellows
Yes.
does convert your attack into an AoE.
Ah.
Because as you can see, both of them have ranges. So one is target area, the other one is also targeted area. Which also means that you can technically trigger Drift and Anvil, which would trigger both of them, which means that the extra Drift damage goes on everyone else as well. The main attack still only goes on the one target, but the Drift damage will spread, and the Sledge and Tongue effects also spreads.
Yeah. So, right, if I either Bellows or Anvil, then any of the other ones will affect.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and the enemy are on the way, I can't really move into their areas. Like, here just to get. Yeah. I can't really get up to 4 base, which is a shame, but.
I mean, if you were to push them away or in some way, you could technically.
Yeah. Right, so I could, for example, allows to not get away with it, but yeah. And right, in theory, it would be an AoE. It's only 2 at a time, right? Then.
Yes.
Yes. Sense.
It's per area.
Yes. What was it distracting did again?
Prevents attacks of opportunities as long as they are within sound range.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I'll attack the ones in the other area.
Okay.
So that's first just a d6.
That is a hit. You have landed a hit.
Yes, I've landed a hit, and I want to. Trigger Bellows and Tongs.
Okay. So that's 2 EP.
Yes, further from the 2 I already used.
Yes. Where will you have the point of impact?
Yeah.
Okay. Which point do you want to knock them from? So that point.
Yeah.
So that means that this one will then. Okay. So since this is the one you're hitting, also it means that you get to choose which direction you want to knock it in.
Yeah.
And then everyone else in the area is knocked away from the point of impact. But since the middle of the impact is on the enemy, you get to choose which direction.
Yeah, so could I essentially make it into the other one?
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can cause a chain reaction here.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Alright, so you first off do the damage, which is of your hammer, which is
Well,
12. So first off, like so. Then this one flies into this one, which is the entire essentially movement's worth. So boom, and then this one will fly 2 meters as well from its point of impact, and then I will add an additional meter because of the extra impact from being knocked into by the other one. So I shall say like that, and then go so. And then they are both airborne as well because you launch them upwards.
yes.
All right.
And if I then go into that area, can I do that now?
Yeah.
And can I still then reach the ones in the other area?
Yes.
Yeah, then I want to do that.
All right. That is one instance of movement, so just 1 SP. And these two will, however, commence an attack of opportunity since you're moving away from them.
Ah, yeah.
So, as such. One miss, 1 hit.
Can you... A shield generator, would that be enough to... Yeah,
Yes, shield generator is enough to reduce the 4 to 2.
Yeah, then I use that, so I remove it.
Yes.
And... yeah. So then I'm free to continue then. And... Yeah, so now I have 1 more base, right?
Yes, you do. You're up to 4.
And I also should roll for the provoking.
You have provoked this.
Yes. And... Okay. I guess... Yeah. So since I have 4, I'll... Okay, well, I guess first, let's see if I hit my attack.
That is a hit and a crit.
Yes. Nice.
So with a powered weapon, that is a crit modifier of 1.5, yes.
Yeah.
Alright, which one are you attacking particularly?
That one.
Okay, so that is like so.
Yeah.
And then
yes, I want to well, use all my bases.
Alright. You utilizes your powers to channel all the blacksmithing power of your warden.
Yeah. So that is all the styles then.
Yes, all effects.
Yeah.
So, okay. First off, they are both distracted.
Yes.
They are both exhausted. Then they are knocked back. Which direction of impact do you want?
So it is from the perspective of that one. So, well, towards the one.
Alright, you're gonna play more golf. So that is one movement over to there. Boom, and that means it takes that. Then this one will fall into there with a movement difference of less than 1. It means it takes a full brunt. Then they are both launched into the air by the shockwave. And lastly, you unleash a sound wave that deals a d4 damage. You can roll this for me.
Ah, yes, a d4.
Well, so this one disintegrates from that. This one takes sizable damage. Okay. Anything else?
The... Oh yeah. What's the range of the grenades? Well, how far can I throw them? I mean,
The grenades can be thrown a range of 4.
okay. And also, actually, could I sort of place it in the middle here so that I can sort of reach both of these two at least without reaching me, or even all of them?
I mean, if you threw here, you could hit all of them, yeah. However, you would be in the blast radius. No, at least a blast radius of 2, right?
Yeah.
So that means that is in range, that is within range. That is within range. Let's see, can this... They have a distance of 5, so it's just about not possible to reach both of them.
Yeah. But I can then place it so that it reaches all the other 3 without reaching me.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to do that.
Alright, spend 1 grenade.
Yes.
And its damage is a 4.
Yes.
So, kaboom. This one is enough to be killed by the shock blast. And then
Oh, how fun.
how many grenades did you take out actually? I just now realized that.
Yes.
Indeed. Right. I have some action points left,
Yes, you do.
so I can spend 1 to throw another one in the same spot.
Alright, so that's enough for this one to get killed. And this one goes to 2. Or no, to 2, down to
Well.
4.
Down 4. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And how much AP would it cost me to get full SP?
What did you say?
How much AP would it cost to get to full SP?
Only 1.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright.
And actually, yeah, I shouldn't have any base anymore.
Yes, you're out of bases now. Correct.
That one is airborne, if I remember
Yes,
right.
it is airborne, yes.
So it can't do opportunity, or how was that? It can.
It can do opportunity, but it is. It has penalty to its accuracy because it is airborne out of its control, and of course it can't move,
Yes.
and it will take fall damage.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, I think. Yeah, actually, I'll. If I move over there,
Where to?
up here,
Yes.
that would anyone be able to hit me then, Peru?
There is no attack of opportunity that can hit you there, I don't think. No, because this one has already done its attack of opportunity because you've already attacked it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll move over there then.
Alright.
And can I move my warden also over to where I am?
You can indeed, there's no threat to it.
Yeah, and I'll spend AP
There's
so
no
that,
threat, you can move around there easily, so.
and I'll also spend AP so that I can keep my full SP.
Yes, 2 SP for the movement there and then refill, so full. Gotcha. Then next in the turn order, Luna. There's 1 full health enemy left and 1 weakened.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll use a Dark Blast.
Alright. So 1 AP and 2 EP. Where do you want to launch yourself?
Launch maybe like to the. Oh, there you go. To like over here.
Okay, so you would go
Oh,
up
I
to
just-
here. Up to here then, or do you want to stop on the way? You can go all the way up to there, essentially. But you can stop on the way if you want.
I think I'll stop on the way.
Alright, how far up do you want to go? Just there?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, about there.
Okay, which one do you want to try and attack on your way?
I'll try and hit the full health one.
Alright. Roll me the attack. That is a hit. So you hit it. And can commit an
Unarmed melee attack.
attack, which is a damage of your unarmed damage, which you don't have any additional bonus to. So just done. And then, since you landed a hit, you get to reload your shotgun.
I will.
Right. In that case, what do you want to do next? You have 3 AP to go.
I'll fire at the damaged one.
Yes, also I need to correct because I did the wrong one. There and then there. Alright. Give me the attack roll for that. That is a hit, but no crit. All right. That is a damage of enough to disintegrate as well. Right. What do you want to do next? You now have pressure built up in the launcher side of your weapon, so you can reload your launcher for 2 AP, or you can reload your shotgun for 1 AP.
Now let's reload the launcher.
Okay, that is 2 AP only instead of 3 then.
Mhm.
And you get to choose to load the launcher then.
And now can I then use bombardment and fire? What's it?
You can indeed use bombardment here to fire an explosive type rocket.
Mhm.
Where do you want to target? The target area is a 2 movement radius, essentially the same range as a grenade.
I'll fire it pretty much right on the guy that's mostly hit.
All right.
And that's out of time. Me.
Yes. Fire an attack. Two. That is a miss, so no damage, but the rocket explodes, and because it's infused by dark energy from you, it does cover the area with darkness, which temporarily blinds the enemy. All right. Anything else, or that it?
That was missed, right?
All right. Yes, that is a miss. In that case, it is Strider.
Yeah.
Alright then. Let's see what. This is the only last one. Okay. Could I do the? Let's see. Could I use Scorching Sands?
All right. Swapping to axe then.
Yep. And
right.
then I'll see about doing. Let's see if I'm doing. I was thinking about heading straight towards the last enemy and using Onslaught. And I'm curious because I see Charged Chop. I don't know if that would trigger.
That would trigger on that triggers on both normal attacks, Onslaught, and Galloping Dispatch.
Galloping Dispatch. Okay. Alright then. Well, I'll still use the Onslaught ability.
Alright, so the Onslaught ability, so you only pay 2 EP for it.
Yes. So just
6, and then 1 which is doubled. So you have a total of 8. You have quadrupled. You have double movement. So you have 2, 1 for 4. So 2 SP for the whole movement.
okay. 2 SP.
And if you want to trigger Shard Shot, that's another 2 SP.
Yes, I'll do that. 2
Alright.
2 more SP.
Then you have inflicted exhausted on you. However, However, you can now carry out an attack.
Alright. There we go.
All right. And then roll a d4 for the extra damage.
A d4, okay.
Yes. So you have 14 damage. There you go.
Did you factor in the then 20% increase from onslaught?
Right, as a 20% extra, so that's 12 times 1.2, 14. So that is instead then increased to one more. Let's see, hidden from the charge shop on top of that. So there you go.
I'm also just taking note, looking at Scorching Sands and Desert Desperado.
Yes.
Would they both? Let's see. Because it says when using power axe, gain blazing, and then
Yes.
Desperate Desperado also all hits of damage inflict burning as well.
Yes, you do inflict burning.
Alright.
Let's see. I will also point out this. Desert Desperado triggers not only because of the burning, but because you are landing attack on a burning target. You trigger the second part of it if you want.
The second part of it. Oh. Okay, wait. Okay, now I'm confused.
TLDR, if using either Galloping Dispatch, Retreating Volley, or Battering Ram, it can result in a finishing blow. You can trigger them without an AP cost after triggering Desert Desperado.
Okay. In that case, I'll see about using Galloping Dispatch.
Alright. You're in the same area as the Evoker, they don't need to pick you up, and the stock of your weapon is of course in axe shape right now, which means that you get a blazing proc. And the hit could result in a finishing blow, which means that you get a double damage. Alright, give me the attack roll.
Alright.
Okay, and the damage is doubled as fire because of blazing. So, while not a crit, you deal... let's see, so done. And then 48 fire damage. And scorch a hole through the ground. Well then. As you finish up, you see what seems to be a third wave of enemies approaching. However, before the enemies can hit you, you see the strange bear creature from the base run in from the back line of the enemies and essentially just wreak havoc like a bear would do with its claws and mauling the enemies. All the while, from this building up here, coming down from the stairs is a man who uses a single pistol but fires off shots that is finishing off these enemies at incredible, unbelievable range. He then goes, after all the enemies have been dealt with. Well, that was well done.
Of course.
Guess I didn't need to arrive then. He then... Oh, where's my manners? I should introduce myself. He gives a polite, very British bow and goes, Fabian Highbury. You might have heard of me. And this is the man you spot, as well as now you can see the bear creature. So the bear creature looks like this. And the man who is calling himself Fabian Highbury looks like this. Well, I suppose we should be reporting back to headquarters then.
Well, sounds good to me.
Yes.
Indeed.
However, suddenly, the little girl who's been hiding out during the battle walks up to where you and Fabian are. Looks up as her eyes glow ice blue and says, "Now." Suddenly, a bolt of blue lightning appears behind you. And a golden rod, a golden staff, is protruding through the chest of Fabian Highbury. As the rod is pulled out, Fabian falls to the ground. As the man behind who's holding the rod, a young man in about not much older, if at all, older than Crocus, with a mechanical arm and piercing blue eyes, stand there holding the now bloodied staff.
Well then, my deed has been done. Now, I needeth destroy the remaining stragglers.
As he says this, the little girl who was with you this whole time has thrust her arm through the heart of the bear creature. And its essence is being absorbed into her, particularly towards her forehead, where you spot something. Underneath her bangs is a plate. A plate with a strange T-shaped symbol. A symbol that is specifically evoker based, but it's really only found in this form on wardens. And as such, a undisclosed battle commences between the three of you and your wardens against this man, and the little girl who you fought was another evoker candidate, but really was a warden. And then I say to be continued in the main campaign.
Woo.